Hi there, Scott ROCKFILE back with another podcast review. Going to talk about Harry Potter and the, what was the first one? Oh yeah, Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets. So I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy. I know I'm late to the party, but this is a video game. It was out on the PS4 and the PS5, and I recently got a PS5, so I waited until then to get the game because that's the best version of it that's out there. I'm not against Xboxes or anything. I just don't think Microsoft is going to support gaming forevermore. They're going to become a game publishing company for the most part. And anyway, I like PlayStation ecosystem. I've been along with it for the entire time. I do like Xbox. I do like Nintendo. I'm not saying anything bad about them. I loved Sega. Anyway. So in playing this game, it's amazing. I'm going to do a completely separate review on Hogwarts Legacy. If there's anybody in your family or you who are a gamer who also likes Harry Potter, this is the best game based on a IP that I have ever played. You are a student at Hogwarts and can do whatever you want. You don't run into Harry Potter, but you do run into characters or relatives of characters. Their backstories, the mythology is super deep. I am 26 hours into it, and I've done like 20% of the game. I mean, it's a deep game, a lot of stuff to do. If you or anybody you know is a Harry Potter fan, Hogwarts Legacy, get that game. It's worth every penny. It's amazing. So during this, Amazon Prime 2 Day happened, and I bought literally two things because I'm just not buying a whole lot of movies anymore. I just, don't have the disposable cash for one thing. But second, I'm getting some classics, and I'm good. Anyway, yes, I'll still get new stuff. There's just not a whole lot of stuff coming out that I need to get. Anyway, they had a special sale on Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, and I bought the 4K sets for both really, really, really cheap during Amazon Prime Day 2. They have both come in. I'll be getting to Lord of the Rings, but I started the Harry Potter because, honestly, I've been playing the game, and I'm like, it'd be fun to watch the movies again, right? So I watched the first one, and all I come away with is how lucky are children and kids today to have a series of 8 movies of this high level of quality. Warner Brothers paid $1 million for the first Harry Potter movie and spent over $100 million to make the movie happen. Chris Columbus was brought in. He's the guy who did Mrs. Doubtfire and worked with Robin Williams and stuff. He worked with Zemeckis back in the day. Chris Columbus wrote a lot of big movies. He's a big director. Brought him in, and he did the first 2 movies. That's the only 2 I've watched, so I know he did more than that, I think. I know about the other director. We'll talk about that in the Fantastic Beasts movies. That's way down the road. I'm not there yet. So anyway, this 4K set I bought has all the movies on Blu-ray and 4K, but no extras. But I collected all the movies as they came out, so I have those original Blu-rays with all the extras if I need that. I just need the best quality versions of the movies. And why I'm lumping both of those first 2 movies in here, they're both of the same quality. I can't say one's like 5 stars and one's 4 stars. They did this right. Now, I've got a friend who's more into the books than I am. I read the books before the movies, and I read the books, digested the books, and then went and saw the movie and went, not a bad adaptation. I know there's apples and oranges when it comes to making movies out of books, especially when the books are much longer and deeper than 2.5 hours can do. That's why they split the last Harry Potter movie book into 2, because it was just too much to fit in there. Unlike Lord of the Rings, where they decided to make The Hobbit, they split it into 3 movies, and that story's not long enough to hold up to that, but that's a whole other story. So, sure, they had to leave things out. Sure, they had to change things, but I don't think they did anything bad, at least in these first 2 movies from what I remember. Granted, we're 20 years removed from me reading those books. I haven't reread them. I own them, but I haven't reread them. And I haven't rewatched the movies since the original Harry Potter stuff. I've got them all on Blu-ray, but it was just never something that, I just never went back to them. And so here, I've watched the first 2 this week, and I'm excited to watch the rest of them. You've got great actors, great directors, a lot of money being spent on the budget. The special effects 20 years later hold up. All the special effects are good. The movies in 4K look like real films. They're a little soft, but they were filmed on film to look like kind of old-timey. And so it looks like a classic film. They will always look like classic films now. That's wonderful. That someone much younger than me can pick these up and watch them blows my mind, because when I was young, we didn't have anything this good. Not this level. Academy Award-winning actors, Academy Award-winning special effects, Academy Award-winning writing. the detail in the mythology, the Hogwarts, because I'm comparing this now to walking around in a video game that they've based on the designs for the original Hogwarts and stuff, and the video game is based on those 8 movies. So I've been running around in this video game, now I'm watching the films and realizing how accurate everything is. But this is if I remember watching the first couple of movies when I was 20 years younger and going, dude, they could have cut out this part at the beginning when he's, sleeping under the stairs. It's kind of mean and whatever. Yeah, I wasn't as nuanced and intelligent as I am today. But they're really short. Like, it's 10 minutes. And on a 2.5-hour movie, they're nothing. I don't know why those ever stuck out to me, because honestly, I like seeing the family get their comeuppance, as it were. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with these movies. I think they're incredibly well made. They're good adaptations of the books. They're well done. I've been thrilled watching both of them. Chamber of Secrets is a little longer, got a little deeper, a little more. We're still in the PG range. We haven't gotten to PG-13 Harry Potter yet. But still, with the spiders and stuff, it was pretty creepy. And now I'm doing that kind of stuff in the video game. Also kind of creepy. They're class. They belong next to Wizard of Oz and the other fantasy. And Lord of the Rings. We really don't have that many fantasy movies over the history of the movies that you can go, here, kids, we know these are great, and they're going to stand the test of time. There's nothing bad in these movies. Everybody's trying to be good. The few bad guys are kind of stereotypical and twist their mustache, kind of kind of tired of the train tracks kind of bad guys, Snidely Whiplash and all that. And so it's very clear to kids who the good guys are, who the bad guys are, why the kids in Slytherin are kind of bullies and stuff. And in the end, the good guys usually win, or it's a cliffhanger to the next movie. I'm really liking the movies. Now far removed and watching hundreds of movies since these came out. Wow, these were done right. I have nothing bad to say about the Harry Potter films so far. Watched the first 2, Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, and thought, wow, I would be happy if I had children to have these on the shelf for them to pull them out anytime and watch them. They're good. They're interesting. They kept me entertained. The writing is good. It's funny. It's exciting. They're a little bit long, a little bit dense, but I'd rather have that than light and fluffy. There's been a lot of young adult novels that have been made into movies that aren't as good. So anyway, I got to say, Harry Potter 1 and 2, love them. I will continue to review and let you know how it goes. And the video game review is coming as well. Scott, I'm ROCKFILE. Thanks for listening. Have a spectacular day, and blessed be.